Hi, this is Paul. I want to make a video about the whole Zack Snyder going on Joe Rogan and talking about superhero movies, and particular talking about Batman, his no-kill rule. Okay, Zack Snyder, like I said, I love him as a filmmaker, love his work, love most of his work. The only thing I haven't seen is Rebel Moon, and that just doesn't interest me. But the whole Batman thing is always interesting because people go back and forth with it. Because Batman essentially in the comics, for the most part, that Batman has never really killed. Okay, I know there's certain comic books, maybe elsewhere stories and stuff where he has, but I think for the most part that's his one rule that he doesn't kill. Okay, but Zack Snyder, he likes to deconstruct his characters, and you see in this quote where he says you're making your god irrelevant if he can't be in that situation. He's talking about fans who object to him having Batman kill deliberately. Okay, not accidentally or because of the situation, deliberately having him kill people. He's saying that you're limiting Batman in the stories that you can put him in. But I think you can still do Batman because the essential of Batman is because of what happened to him. He became obsessed with stopping crime, and he goes out at night, puts on a costume and fights criminals. Okay, and he captures them. He doesn't kill them. He captures them and puts them in Arkham, hands them over to the police, whatever. But he doesn't kill because of what happened to him. His parents getting killed, and he doesn't want that to happen to anybody else. So he has that one rule that he won't kill. Okay, and I think that's essential to his. It's part of his character, part of his DNA. At least the comic book version of Batman, he has that no kill rule. But Zack Snyder likes to deconstruct everything. Okay, made Superman mopey. Okay, made Batman, essentially a killer. But I think Zack Snyder is obsessed with The Dark Knight Returns. I think he's obsessed with that comic, a great comic by Frank Miller. I think he's obsessed with it, and which is what in that there's a moment where Batman is fighting the mutant that's holding a little kid hostage. I think the mayor's son. I think that's supposed to be or something. I forget. This has been a while since I read that comic, but he's holding him hostage. And Zack Snyder even uses that in Batman v Superman when Batman goes to rescue Martha, and when the mutant guy, or in this case the Russian guy, is holding Martha hostage, and he says, "I'll do it, I'll do it," and Batman looks at him and goes, "I believe you." And in the comic, he does. He says, "Say, I'll kill," and he says, "Yeah, I believe you," and he shoots the guy. Now, Bubble Talks, that's a YouTuber, he made a video where he says you do hear the gunshots, but you don't know if Batman actually killed him. He might have shot him, but you don't know if Batman actually killed him. And there's two other moments in The Dark Knight Returns when he's fighting the mutant guy. He doesn't kill him, okay? And he actually, I think he breaks a gun. He tells Kelly, that the young Robin, that we don't use these, and he breaks the gun. And then there's a moment where it looks like he's going to kill the Joker, but he doesn't kill the Joker. He just basically paralyzes him, and the Joker finishes the job by, because he's disappointed that Batman didn't kill him. Okay, so again, I know Zack Snyder is obsessed with The Dark Knight Returns. I think he even wants to make a movie about it. But in this comic book, I don't think Batman kills. Okay, again, that's his one rule, and I think that's a really good rule that's essential to his character. Like, dressing up like a bat and going out and fighting crime at night. Okay, he has the one rule that he won't kill. I mean, even in The Dark Knight Returns, if you watch that, excuse me, not The Dark Knight, where he's having that conversation with the Joker, and the Joker says, "You're going to break your one rule tonight. You're going to break your one rule if you're going to save, because this, Batman." And he says, "I'm considering it," right? But he doesn't do it. Okay, he says, "I'm considering it." Joker pushed him, but he didn't. He still didn't do it. Okay, so I think that rule is essential to who Batman is, the no killing rule. So I don't agree with Zack Snyder about you making him your god, or in case I guess he's talking about Batman, irrelevant by making him stick to that rule by not putting him in a situation. But I think you could put him in that situation, and Batman will figure out a way to avoid the killing, because that's his whole mantra. Okay, is that what happened to his parents when he was helpless and he couldn't do anything, and his parents got murdered in front of him. Okay, literally got killed in front of him. Of course, he would have this no killing rule. Okay, he captures the criminals. He turns them in for justice, but he doesn't kill. He doesn't play judge, jury, and executioner. Okay, then that would just make him the Punisher in that case. If he was just to go around summarily killing criminals, I think so. I think that's essential to who Batman is. Okay, he's not the Punisher, despite what Zack Snyder says. And like I said, I like Zack Snyder as a filmmaker, but I think he's wrong on saying that you're making the God irrelevant by having him kill, by putting him in situations where he can't kill. Oh, no, but Zack Snyder likes to put him in situations where he's supposedly forced to kill. But I don't agree with that at all. I think out of all the live action Batman, I think the only one that hasn't killed, and I understand why they do it in movies, because it makes more dramatic sense where you have scenes where guys get killed and so it's more dramatic to have it that way. But I think of all the Batman, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 currently. I think the only live, and I'm not talking about the 1940s Batman. The only one that hasn't really killed, I think, is Robert Pattinson's Batman. He hasn't killed. Every other Batman, even Adam West Batman, because I saw a YouTube video about kill counts, and even he's killed 2 people accidentally, not on purpose though. But every other Batman, except for Robert Pattinson's Batman, has killed people. And I understand why they do it for dramatic effect. Remember I said the Dark Knight, not the Dark Knight, Batman Begins, where he lets Ra's al Ghul supposedly die, where he just flies up and he said, I'm not going to save you, and he basically leaves him there to his fate. Okay, and in I know there's other scenarios where he actually kills, accidentally kills people, but there is moments where every other Batman, even Michael Keaton's Batman, when he planted that bomb on that clown guy and punched him, and you don't see the guy, but you hear the explosion, so you know he's dead. And of course, when he lets Joker fall, so there are scenarios where that's why I understand why they do it in movies, because it makes more dramatic sense. Okay, and Batman never really has to be held accountable for that, except I guess in the Dark Knight, where he does that deliberately with the whole Harvey Dent thing. He did that deliberately, and there's a rationale for that. Okay, so but I don't agree with Zack Snyder at all about it limits the potential of Batman. No, I think that actually is one of the essential strengths of Batman, his rule that he maintains that rule that he will not kill. I think that's essential to the character, especially the comic book character. And I ain't talking about the movie version of him. I'm talking about the comic book version of him. That's his one rule that he sticks to. Okay, and you can even look to see in the Red Hood movie. Remember how that angry speech that Jason Todd gives to Batman? He said, I thought, remember he flips out that Batman. He thought Batman would get revenge, for the Joker killing him. He was just so angry that Batman wouldn't kill the Joker for literally killing him. Okay, and he was so angry about it. But Batman had the rule, and he explained it. And I thought that's a beautiful. I forget the quote, but that's why that's one of my favorite animated movies, The Red Hood. It's just great the way the answer that Batman gives to Jason about why he doesn't kill the Joker. Okay, and I absolutely love that. And that if Zack Snyder, somebody shows Zack Snyder that moment, and I think he disagree with it, but I think that moment is the essential of who the Batman is. Okay, and that's why I don't agree with Zack Snyder about Batman killing and stuff. Okay, like I said, I understand why they do it in the movie verse, but essential the character in the comic books as written should not kill. He has that one rule, and that's his integrity. Okay. Also, why he's out there doing it? He'll just be the Punisher if he winds up just killing criminals. Okay. He's Batman. He stops crime. He turns people in, and he moves on, and the war continues. Okay. But he's not the Punisher. Okay. Anyway, that's my opinion about that. Anyway, let me know what you think of this whole Zack Snyder deconstructing these characters and saying Batman that it's limiting to his character if you don't put him in a situation where he's forced to kill, or he has to make the decision to kill. I think he's wrong on that. But anyway, let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I also have a link to my other channel, Paul Views. My main channel, Trepacer, in the description box as well. Also have a link down below to my Patreon. Also have a link down below. And please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.